Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie, and this is going to be a Winterween vlog. If you don't know what Winterween is, it is a readathon hosted by Gabby Reads here on YouTube. She does Summerween, which I've participated in the last couple years now, and I try to do Winterween. I actually kind of forgot about this one. It snuck up on me, and it starts today. So I did pick up a horror book last night to kind of dip my toe, so I'm excited to read some books here for Winterween. I do have a TBR. I believe it's only a 5-day readathon, so I only picked 3 books. There's 6 spots on the little TBR thing that Gabby created, and I was like, there's no way. I have not been reading quick enough lately. Summerween, I usually try to pump out like 4 or 5 books, but I will be happy if I read 2 or 3 in the next 5 days. So let me tell you what I plan to read for Winterween. First, the book I actually started already, picked up Play Nice by Rachel Harrison. I grabbed this on Book of the Month. I believe it was my last book of the month before I canceled. I just haven't been thrilled with their picks lately. But I did get 22 pages in. I'm on chapter 4, and I will say I'm pretty intrigued in this. I think I've seen some mixed reviews, and I haven't read any other books by this author. She has some popular ones that I've definitely heard of, like Cackle, Such Sharp Teeth, Black Sheep. I haven't really heard of the other ones, but yeah, she's a pretty popular horror author, and the dedication is for the crazy girls. This one's for us. So I'm kind of excited. The main character, Cleo, is one of 3 sisters, and the opening scene is her at this party, and she's picking up this guy, and she's kind of debating if she's like gonna go home with him or not. And when they're about to get an Uber, she gets a phone call from her sister that their mother has died, and there's like mixed feelings because her mom wasn't really around, so they're not like super sad. She's about to get in the Uber with this guy back to her apartment, and she has this thought of something her mother used to say, and it was, "I'd rather you girls open your legs before you ever open your hearts." And then after she had that thought, she goes, "Actually, I changed my mind, get out," because she doesn't want to be like her mother. And apparently the whole gist of this is her childhood home was haunted, so I believe she's going to have to go back to that house at some point. I don't know, I'm not that far in, but I really like the writing so far. It's very much thriller horror, kind of sassy characters, and like alluding to like a haunted house. So I'm excited to keep reading this. It's also fairly short, which excited me as well. So I'm gonna read a couple chapters here before I have to go downstairs and log on to work. The second book that I know I will be reading is Psychotic Obsession by Lee Rivers. This is the prequel to the Edge of Darkness series, which I just read and finished earlier this week. And I am obsessed with that series. I really want to read Tobias's story, and it's gonna be very dark and psychotic, so I thought it was perfect to throw into Winterween. And I have that one on my Kindle. I did order it on Amazon, and I think it's coming at the end of this week, so you'll probably see me unbox that. But I'm super excited because Tobias is crazier than Cade, so we'll see what happens there. And then the last book on my TBR is Your Favorite Scary Movie by Ashley Cullins. This is a nonfiction book about the horror genre, focusing on the movie Scream, which is my favorite horror movie franchise. I am obsessed with these movies. I've seen Scream probably over 100 times. Is it weird that Scream's like a comfort movie? I don't know. I like them all, but definitely Scream is my favorite. I actually do like the new ones, and I'm really excited for Scream 7. There's like pictures from the movies, and I'm excited to get a little background knowledge on my favorite scary movies. So that's the TBR. I haven't really looked at like the bingo card of like what you're supposed to do. I'll put that right here. I'm gonna try to knock as many of those things off as I can. kind of have just a fun spooky time. I haven't liked my vlogs in a while. I haven't felt like motivated to make a cool fun vlog, so I'm going to try to use Winterween as a way to kind of get back into making fun little vlogs. So I hope you'll stick around and see what I get up to this week, and let's have a spooky time. Okay, I just got to chapter 6 and I'm about to go log on to work, but I forgot to tell you about something funny from chapter 1. I was reading this in bed and I literally was like laughing out loud, because if you're like a makeup guru on YouTube girly, there's literally like a Jaclyn Hill reference and I think it's so funny. So let me find it here. So it says, he used to date my friend Veronica's friend Lori before the cursed launch of her lipstick line. She named the shades stupid things like Get Him Back and Divorcee, and the supremely controversial Jailbabe. Get this now. Then customers found hair and a mysterious gritty substance in the product, and just like that, her career was over. Jaclyn's career isn't over, but like, that was so based on Jaclyn Hill, right? Like, there's no way it wasn't. Like, Rachel, I see you. And I approve. That's very funny. Sorry, Jaclyn. But only certain people that watch YouTube or know the beauty gurus will get that reference. And I love that little like Easter egg. Hello again, checking in. It is 1 p.m. I saw that Gabby was doing sprints for Winterween at 1 p.m. So I held off on taking my lunch break until 1 so I could join. So I am watching the sprints. I'll turn it back up, but I just didn't want the background noise in the vlog. And I'm going to continue reading Play Nice during this little sprint. And I got my little eye patches on. Oh, that I spilled all over my bed, which is fine. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a little chill girl lunch break. I also have the Shirley Temple Olipop, which I don't know if that's new, but I've never tried it. It's really good. Yum. So I'm gonna dive back in and read a couple chapters. Okay, plot twist. The mom never sold the haunted house and she actually died there. And now the daughters own that house. So that's how she's getting back into the haunted house. Perfect. Hi, happy Saturday. I'm just getting ready to go to my parents' house for our family Christmas. My parents were in Florida for the whole month of December. We're doing it in January with like my aunt, uncle, and cousins. And they live like 3 minutes away, so it's not that big of a deal. And we're going casual. I'm wearing like this Amazon sweat set, but I'm putting on makeup right now to look a little bit presentable. But reading update, I'm 25% of the way into Play Nice. Really liking it. It's getting spooky, loving that. So Cleo and her sisters now own the haunted house because their mom died and she held on to the house and never sold it, and they didn't know that. And Cleo is taking it into her own hands and taking over the project to flip and sell the house, because she was like the youngest one, so she doesn't remember quite as much as the other girls about the house and their mom. And her mom ended up dying in the house, which they didn't know at the start either. Like, went back to the house and had a heart attack in the house. Spooky. Anyway, so she goes to the house and there's like a little bit spooky behavior. Ends up being a mouse though. We'll see. And she finds a copy of her mother's book that her mom wrote Cleo notes in and left it there. Like the mom knew she was gonna die in there and knew that Cleo was gonna be the one to take over. I don't know. So Cleo didn't tell her sisters about the book and she's like reading it, and it's her mother's account of the haunted house. So it's getting spooky. I don't know how much longer I can read it like at night because I'm kind of a baby, but me and my husband did watch all the Conjuring movies last year and it's kind of giving that, and I love those movies, but they do freak me out. So we'll see. I haven't read a lot of horror, honestly. I read a lot of romance, but I do like thriller and horror every now and then. That's why I like doing these Summerween, Winterweens. So yeah, I just don't know how much I'm going to get to read today, besides the 2 chapters I read this morning. So I want to do a little check-in. That's really all I have. Hi, long time no see. I just hopped into bed on my lunch break. It is Monday, working from home, and I'm going to read more of Play Nice. It's definitely going slower than I want it to, just because I'm not picking up my book. I'm really enjoying it. I'm 60% of the way in. I'm on page 193, and I'm really liking this. I haven't read a thriller horror book that I've liked this much so far in a really long time. I'm hoping the ending is good and I love it. And then this author's book, I want to say Crackle. I think it's Cackle. Is it Crackle or Cackle? Cackle. This author's book, Cackle, was just on Kindle on sale for $1.99, so I purchased that. So I'm excited to maybe get to that this year as well. But I'm really liking the writing, really liking the story. There's like a little bit of romance in here, which I don't know if it's gonna go anywhere or if it's just like a very small subplot, but I kind of like it. My romance girly heart does like that. I am gonna lay here and read probably for like 45 minutes and see. My Kindle says I have like 2.5 hours left of this. I need to finish it tonight because it's already day 4 of this readathon and I have not finished a book. But me and my husband are really into football and it's playoffs, so, and we had my family Christmas on Saturday, so I didn't get as much reading done as I normally would on a weekend of a readathon because, like I said earlier, I didn't really plan to do this one. I kind of forgot about it because we just had like a chaotic December. I saw that this was happening and I was like, well, I need to join and vlog it, but my goal is to finish this today. And then later tonight, like late, like after the football game tonight, just start Psychotic Obsession and get like a chapter or 2 in on my Kindle. And I do have the audiobook for that as well because it was only like $4 to add it on. So I'm hoping I can read that whole book in like 2 days and then maybe start the Scary Movie book at the end of this. So we'll see. But I want to give you all my thoughts on Psychotic Obsession, so I need to finish that by Friday. I think that's when this ends. So yeah, anyway, stop rambling, get reading, let's go. Hi, it's Tuesday now. I did just film complete like 3-minute clip ending off this vlog and I turned it around and it wasn't recording, so we're doing front camera. My phone is, I need a new phone. I'm going insane. Anyway, hi. I edited this vlog last night and realized I already have about 14 minutes of footage and there's still like 4 more days left of this readathon. So I am going to end off this vlog here because I did finish a book last night. So we'll do 1 book in this vlog and then 1 or 2 books in the next vlog for my little Winterween week. I did finish Play Nice last night by Rachel Harrison and I really liked it. I was honestly thinking of giving it a 5-star and then the ending wasn't quite creepy enough for me. I don't know if it's because me and my husband watched all of the Conjuring movies in 2025, but I could have used a little more spooky paranormal demon things. I feel like it was really creepy like really, really creepy for like a chapter, and then it kind of resolved quickly. I could have used a little bit more. I do like how the story ended for the characters. There is like a happy ending, spoiler alert, and it kind of wraps up nicely, but yeah, I wish it was a little creepier at the end. But I'm giving it a 4-star, probably my favorite thriller horror I've read. I actually was really into this and really liked it. I ordered 2 more of this author's books from the public library that I'm excited to hopefully read this year. I did also start Psychotic Obsession last night, laying in bed on my Kindle. I read 4 chapters, and I can tell I'm just gonna really like it because I already like the characters and know a little bit about their backstory, but it does start from like when they meet. If you've read the Edge of Darkness series, this prequel follows Cade's dad Tobias and mom Arya, and it's literally like from the day they met. So I'm excited. It's gonna get crazy, gonna get wild, and I'm hoping I can kind of fly through it. But me reading and reacting to that will be in the next vlog, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you're doing Winterween, let me know in the comments what you're currently reading. And I hope you'll subscribe and hang around in 2026 and see what I get up to. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.